Okay, so this part, you are starting with the braid down, braid it however you want. Make sure you have 2 perimeter braids in the front. One braided down on one side, one braided down on the other. Get you a stocking cap. It doesn't matter what color or what kind. Just make sure that it fits, and make sure that you put the stocking cap on all the way. Pull it down over your ears. Make sure that it's pulled down over your ears. You will see the reason why. Make sure you have some type of hair protectant. I got that from Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. It's a liquid cap. The most important thing that you want to do is make sure that you protect your hair and your scalp when you are doing any type of extensions or hair weave. Make sure it's all over the stocking cap, just like I'm doing now. Make sure that it's all over your hair. Just so you can make sure your hair is protected. Make sure you put it on the ends, especially by the ear. You want to make sure it's by the ear so it can stay down when you cut the ears out. You can use any type of spray. That's got to be glued. I was actually almost out of it, but you're just going to spray it for another layer of protection so it can dry faster. It'll actually make it dry faster. Here I am just blow drying it here. You want to make sure that you blow dry it so it can turn hard. Make sure it's hard. That's going to protect your hair. If it does not dry fully or completely, it's still going to be wet. So cut out the ear part. Make sure you cut out the ear part. Very important that you cut out the ear part just so it can stay down while it's drying. You want to make sure you cut out the ear part. Spray it some more. Any type of hairspray. I ran out of my got to be glued, so whatever was closest to me. I had to drop something off at UPS. As long as it's flexible. You want to use a flexible hairspray. Make sure it's hard, completely dry. As you see, this is completely dry. So go ahead and start cutting the cap off. As you can see, I'm cutting that ear out. And then you just want to cut the excess cap off. I don't need to look in the mirror. I do this all the time. I start in the mirror, or I'm sorry, in the middle right there. And you see it's completely dry, or it would have started lifting. So you want to make sure it's completely dry. With it being completely dry, that's going to give you a good foundation. Anytime you're doing any type of extensions, hair weave, quick weave, sew in, how you start is how you're going to finish. Your foundation is the most important. All right, so we have the pack hair. I love pack hair. That's Empire 12, 14, and 16. And then I have the 30-second bonding glue. You can use any type of glue you want. Make sure you have your hairspray handy dandy next to you and your blow dryer. That's the hair right there. I actually am starting with the 14, not the 12. I'm starting with the 14 for fullness in the back. So you want to measure your track. And you also want to make sure that you put it in a U shape once you put it on. I double my tracks. This is optional. You don't have to double your tracks. It is definitely optional. It will cut out half of the time. It will save you so much time. I haven't, done it with single tracks in years until I'm up to the top and I'm looking at how much hair I have left, and we're making it do what it do. Or I might single it up top if I don't need as much hair. But for the most part, majority of the part up until about above my eyebrows or at my eyebrow point, I double my tracks to cut time. Basically, once you do that, it's just going to fill in the gaps for you. It's going to fill in the spaces. Remember, anytime you're doing any type of extensions, you're just filling in the puzzle. Remember, you are just filling in a puzzle. That's all extensions are, whether you're getting it sewn in or glued in, tape ins as well. All type of extensions. It's all filling in the puzzle. You see me with the hairspray, and make sure you blow dry it. You are blow drying your track so it can be tacky and it can get hard. Or not hard, but it can, definitely stick to your stocking cap. That will give you longevity with your extensions or your flip over. In this particular case, we are doing extensions, but we're doing a flip over. My extensions generally last me up to 6 weeks with proper maintenance because Like I said, your foundation is most important, and I make sure that I prepare my hair and do everything right. Okay, again, doubling the tracks. You're going to start curving right there. Once you get above the ear, you want to go ahead and start curving that. The reason why you are curving that is so you can have a seamless transition once you flip it over. If you are a girl that likes to put it behind your ears like me, it's going to look like your real hair when the wind blows. And it's going to be seamless. All right, on to the next pack. 16 inch. 16 inch. I put that in the middle for fullness. For fullness and for length. For length. I want most of my length towards my face and the back. So I started with the 14 and now I am doing the 16. You want to make sure that you are pressing it down, curving it, and keep going up. Keep going up. Make sure you blow dry the tracks again so you can have longevity with your flip over, your quick weave, whatever you want to call it. You are going to keep going again and again. Keep going, keep going. Make sure you curve. You want to make sure that you curve it away from your perimeter braids, okay? All right, so here just doing a little check, showing you a little bit that it's curved. Next, we're doing the next pack, 12 inch towards the top, So with that, you are just going to make sure that you fill it in. For some reason right here, I use one track because I'm trying to get it to come forward towards the leave out, leave out, and kind of do like a U shape, like a square U shape. If you can imagine that, a horseshoe, but a square horseshoe. The reason you want to do that is just so everything can be seamless, and so you will have the best foundation. Again, anytime you're doing hair, whether it's a haircut, whether it's extensions, whether it's color, whether it's highlights, whatever it is. I definitely am a licensed cosmetologist. As you can see, I just haven't been behind the chair in years, but I do keep up my license. But anyway, the way that you start is the way that you will finish on any type of hair or barber services. So make sure your foundation is there. All right, so with this, you're just going to keep going. I am singling the tracks here because we are on the last pack of hair. You want to make sure that you have enough hair. I had plenty of hair. I don't like it very, very, very thick, but I like it medium full. Medium full is good enough for me. And as you see, I just keep going and going and going. You're going to keep going into like a horseshoe or a square horseshoe, or basically, remember, it's a puzzle piece when you are doing any type of extensions, okay? So you're just trying to close the gap. Now I'm going to start going to the side, as you see, and keep going up, because that's the side I like my, say if I was doing a part right there, I like my part right there. That's the side that I like my side on, my flip over side on. Okay, so keep going, keep pressing it, and keep going. All right, so you're going to keep going there. And make sure you spray it. Spray, and blow dry. Remember, you spraying and blow drying for longevity of your tracks. If you are a workout girly, if you go walking, if you sweat, whatever you might do, it can cause your extensions to maybe lift or sweat it out because you spent 2 hours in the gym. You went walking for 30 minutes, whatever it is. If you want longevity, you want to spray and you want to blow dry. That is the key to your extensions giving you longevity. And keep going, close in that spot right there. We are trying to close in a spot. It does not have to be perfect. Why? Because that's going to be camouflaged with your 2 perimeter braids in the front. Once you take it out and flat iron it, it will definitely be camouflaged. So we are getting closer to getting finished and closed up. in a moment, you're going to see how seamless it is on the side. Why? Because I curved the tracks. I'm not going to do any styling or anything. This is just preparation. That's Sebastian Shaper. A little bit of a shaping hairspray. It's not heavy at all. That's any flat iron. I've had that flat iron for years. Use any flat iron you like. Look at that. That is seamless. Not a track in sight. You see that? Okay. All right. So right now I am taking a look at it and I am just flat ironing it. Remember, I am growing my hair out from a pixie. So right there in that particular spot, I used to like my hair really thin, my sideburns. So just keep going. Look at that. That's growing from her scalp. Is that her hair or not? Okay. All right. Right there, it's not perfect, but as you see right here, it's not perfect because I haven't started. I haven't put anything on it as of yet. I put a little bit of silicone mixed oil for shine. You can get that from your local beauty supply store, some type of edge tamer or wax stick. Use whichever one you want. I decided to check the front. You see a little thin spot that I have right there. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and add another track. And in a moment, you're going to see why I added another track. Just give it a moment. If you need to do that, make sure you do so. Okay, so remember, you press it down, press it down. You have to do this with every track. What am I doing? Hairspray, of course. Why? Because you want longevity. Okay. All right. And let's see here. Woo, goodness. That is her hair, isn't it? So anytime you have a flip over, you have to kind of like play with it to get it to fall into place. Off camera, I probably play with this for a while. You just have to play with it. No products on here. No extreme styling, but look at that. Is that her hair or not once she fixed her edges, right? You get the picture. You can do all of that on your own. This is not a tutorial on how to style it. Look at that. Look at that flip back. Woo, look at that. That is her hair once she fixed her edges and once she flat iron everything, curl it and style it up. That is definitely her hair coming from her scalp, baby. Is that her hair or not? Look at that. And then I'm just showing you that you can do a ponytail. Look at that. Right? This is without any styling or without any major anything. And then also showing you can mousse it down. And I curled it just a little bit right there.